It has begun. Japan just pulled the plug on the global economy, and if you think this is just another headline, think again. This is the kind of moment that separates those who watch history happen from those who shape their future. And right now, silver isn't just metal. It's opportunity, it's protection, it's your chance to step ahead while the world hesitates. Imagine a small stack of silver in your hands, tangible, real, and capable of preserving wealth while currencies wobble and markets tremble. That's not just investing, that's seizing control over your destiny. I remember when I first started paying attention to silver, everyone around me was caught in the frenzy of stocks, crypto, and quick gains. I kept seeing headlines, flashing numbers, and endless predictions, but there was this quiet consistency to silver that drew me in, the way it held value when everything else seemed fragile. I didn't buy it to chase hype. I bought it to secure freedom, and as I watched, month by month, my small investments became my security, my confidence, my plan. It taught me a lesson far beyond numbers. Patience, discipline, and awareness are more valuable than the rush of instant profits. It's not about timing the market perfectly. It's about positioning yourself so that no matter what happens, you are ready. Look around the world and you'll see the truth. Investors who diversified into silver decades ago now live lives many only dream about. Entrepreneurs who recognize the power of precious metals during economic uncertainty are not only financially free, but resilient in the face of volatility. Take, for instance, the stories of families who quietly acquired silver during the last global shifts. They didn't flaunt it, they didn't need to, they simply had the courage to act, while others hesitated. The lesson is simple. Action, when paired with knowledge and discipline, compounds into security and opportunity. Silver is tangible, universal, and in a world where trust in paper wealth wavers, it's a fortress you can hold. But beyond the numbers, silver teaches a mindset. Every ounce you acquire is a declaration. You refuse to be passive, you refuse to be caught off guard, you refuse to rely solely on systems that have failed countless times before. Begin small if you must, but begin. Break your hesitations into steps. Educate yourself, watch trends, study global shifts, then buy strategically. Think of silver not as a commodity, but as a shield and a compass. It guides your decisions, anchors your wealth, and reminds you that true security comes from preparation and foresight. As markets fluctuate, currencies fall, and confidence wavers, your silver holds steady, a testament to prudence and insight. This is the moment to internalize the truth. Financial freedom isn't a fantasy, it's deliberate action, and silver is one of the most powerful tools to make it real. Let every ounce you hold remind you of your resilience, your vision, and your commitment to growth. And this isn't just investing, it's reclaiming control, building legacy, and ensuring that when others scramble, you stand firm. The global economy may tremble, headlines may panic, but your preparedness will speak louder than any market crash. Every silver coin is more than metal. It's clarity, courage, and a stepping stone to the life you've envisioned. A life defined not by fear, but by wisdom, courage, and tangible freedom. It has begun. Japan just pulled the plug on the global economy, and if you think this is just another headline, you're missing the gravity of what's unfolding. This is a seismic shift, a moment that will ripple through markets, currencies, and the very foundations of wealth worldwide. Most people will react with panic, hesitation, and uncertainty. But there is a group of people who will see this as an opportunity, those who understand that in times of chaos, clarity and preparation create advantage. And right now, silver isn't just a commodity, it is your anchor, your shield, your tangible edge in a world of instability. Every ounce represents not just value, but foresight, security, and the possibility of long-term growth. Imagine holding something in your hands that no digital crash can erase, no devaluation can diminish, no policy change can render worthless. That is the power of silver, and the people who recognize it early are the ones who shape their financial destiny, rather than waiting for fate to dictate it. I still remember the first time I truly understood the power of silver. I was surrounded by conversations about stocks, cryptocurrencies, and real estate, everyone chasing the next big boom, the hype that promised overnight riches but carried immense risk. And then I noticed silver, quiet, steady, often overlooked, but always holding value through decades of economic turbulence. I didn't buy it to chase trends. I bought it to secure a foundation, to build a hedge that could withstand whatever the world threw at me. It wasn't flashy, it wasn't fast, but it was reliable. Month by month, as I acquired more, I began to see the lesson it was teaching. Wealth isn't built by chance, it's built by discipline, patience, and informed action. It's about being positioned so that when the world shifts, you are not scrambling, you are ready. This mindset, this approach, separates those who panic when headlines scream from those who see opportunity in the midst of uncertainty. Consider the lessons history has taught us. Every major economic upheaval has created winners and losers, and the difference has rarely been luck. It has been knowledge, preparation, and decisive action. Families who invested quietly in precious metals during previous crises now enjoy lives of security and freedom, often generations removed from the decisions that started their wealth. Entrepreneurs who understood the stability and value of silver have leveraged it to create businesses, pass down wealth, and build legacies that aren't tied to the volatility of fleeting markets. This is not theoretical. It is the reality of those who act with intention, while the majority react with emotion. And what makes silver unique is its universality. It is recognized across the globe, tangible and real, a counterbalance to currencies that can lose value overnight and markets that can collapse without warning. In a moment when confidence in paper wealth falters, silver remains steady, resilient, and universally understood. But beyond its practical value, silver shapes the way you think and act. Each ounce you acquire reinforces a mindset of foresight, responsibility, and courage. It is a declaration that you refuse to be passive, that you refuse to be caught unprepared, that you refuse to surrender control over your future to forces beyond your understanding. The process of acquiring silver, tracking its trends, understanding global shifts, and taking strategic action develops patience, discipline, and awareness, qualities that carry over into every aspect of life. Financial freedom is not achieved by chance or by following the crowd. It is achieved through deliberate, consistent action and the courage to prioritize long-term stability over short-term thrills. Even small actions compound over time. Begin with education. Read about silver, study its historical role in wealth preservation, understand the global dynamics that influence its value, begin to acquire strategically, even in small amounts, building a position that grows with consistency. Think of silver not just as an investment, but as a tool for personal transformation, a reminder that preparation is strength, that clarity amidst chaos is power, and that the choices you make today will define your security tomorrow. Every coin, every ounce is a step toward independence, resilience, and long-term vision. When markets falter, currencies wobble, and headlines scream fear, your silver holds not just monetary value, but the reassurance that you are taking control, that you are acting rather than reacting, and that you are building a foundation strong enough to withstand the turbulence of a world in flux. The moment Japan pulled the plug on the global economy, it became clear that the world we once trusted is no longer stable. Most people will panic, chasing headlines and reacting emotionally, but those who understand silver see a different picture, an opportunity to secure their wealth and build real financial freedom. Silver is more than a metal. It is a safeguard, a tangible asset that has endured through every economic storm in history. It doesn't rely on governments, banks, or digital promises. It is real, it is resilient, and it offers a sense of security that paper currency simply cannot provide. I've seen countless stories of people who chose to invest in silver early, quietly accumulating ounces while others ignored it. They didn't seek instant gratification. They sought stability, growth, and control over their future. One entrepreneur I know bought silver steadily over 10 years, disregarding market noise, and now that same stack represents not just wealth, but freedom. Freedom to make choices without fear. Freedom to pursue passions. Freedom to act instead of reacting. Silver teaches patience, discipline, and strategic thinking, qualities that are essential not just for investing, but for life itself. Acquiring silver isn't about timing the market perfectly. It's about positioning yourself to withstand uncertainty. Each ounce you hold reinforces a mindset of preparedness and resilience. Think of it as a shield against volatility and a compass guiding your decisions. It cultivates the habit of thinking long-term, valuing consistency over hype, and recognizing that real security comes from tangible, reliable assets. Those who embrace silver understand that wealth isn't just about numbers. It's about freedom, choice, and the ability to stand firm while the world trembles. When the global economy shows signs of strain, it is easy to feel powerless, as though the decisions of faraway governments dictate your future. But the truth is, there are steps you can take right now to reclaim control, and silver is one of the most powerful tools at your disposal. Unlike digital assets or volatile stocks, silver is tangible. You can hold it, store it, and see its value preserved even as paper currencies weaken. It is a physical reminder that wealth does not have to be abstract. It can be real, solid, and secure. I've met people who started with only a few ounces, unsure if it would make a difference, and yet, over time, those small, consistent actions transformed their financial reality. They learned that investing in silver isn't about chasing quick gains. It's about cultivating patience, discipline, and foresight. Each purchase, no matter how modest, is a vote for preparedness, a step toward resilience, and a statement that you will not be a victim of global uncertainty. Silver also shapes your mindset, teaching you to think long-term. While others react emotionally to market swings, you learn to act strategically, to focus on what you can control, and to build a foundation that lasts. It's not just about accumulating metal, it's about developing a mentality that values security, independence, and foresight. Entrepreneurs, investors, and everyday individuals who embraced silver during turbulent times now enjoy peace of mind that money alone cannot buy. They understand that wealth is measured not only in possessions, but in freedom. The freedom to make choices without fear, to act decisively, and to navigate uncertainty with confidence. Every ounce of silver you acquire reinforces these principles. It is more than an investment. It is a habit, a mindset, and a tool that empowers you to thrive while others scramble. It teaches resilience, discipline, and the courage to take control of your financial future. Each step you take toward building a silver position is a step toward independence and long-term security, a concrete action that translates vision into tangible results. Is this conversation helpful so far?